Alrighty, well, hello everyone and welcome. So, before we get started, a few announcements to make. One of them is I have no internet, and I have not had internet since, well, Saturday. I guess early Saturday, because we didn't have internet Saturday night either. So, we've been out of internet for a while because something is going on with Xfinity, and I am not exactly sure what's going on. That was weird. I don't know why it did that all of a sudden. That's very odd. I didn't press any buttons, by the way. I don't know why it did that. Okay. Um, that was really weird. Um, there's other weird stuff going on. I'm not exactly sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a single player game. This should not have to ping to the internet to play. Yet it takes 5 minutes almost to start this bitch up, and I don't know why. It's really, really weird, and everything works on the surface, but I don't know what's going on. Anyway, because I have no internet, I am now kind of forced to either A, wait to stream, or B, play a game by myself, and that's it. Now, let's be honest here. I need to talk about this. I have been a Twitch streamer for nearly 9 years now, and I feel once you've done this for almost a decade, it gets to the point where you don't want to play single player games by yourself. Like, I don't want to play without my community, and what makes the games fun is playing a game and having all of y'all be able to watch it. And that, to me, is fun. I enjoy that. I enjoy commentating. I enjoy being with you guys and girls, my community. But then I'm starting to realize, wait a second, am I turning into an extrovert? Like, I used to be an introvert, a really heavy introvert. But am I now turning to an extrovert now? Because that's not something an introvert would say. Introverts are fine playing games by themselves, and they don't need a community behind them. But me, it seems that I am slowly turning from an introvert to an extrovert. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still shy around new people. That's probably never going to change. But it does seem, ever since I moved to Colorado, I'm coming more and more out of my shell. Even with the car accident, which is really bad. But so this brings to my other thing I want to talk about. After we're done talking about this, I'm gonna check to make sure it's recording and everything, and I'll probably try to edit this as best I can and upload to YouTube. So for now on, if I have no internet, I can still record gaming footage, but it just means it won't be on live stream. But I can still record my reactions, and you would have to go to YouTube to watch it. It would not be on Twitch. I don't think it's a bad thing. Now, I was going to play a separate game on recording, and that'll be the next game after this one, and then play this one on stream only. But I know how I am. I need to have a game I can focus on, because if I do too many, if I do like 2 games, it's really difficult to spread my attention. Mainly because my job is so mental focused to the point where my brain capacity cannot hold that much information. I'm already holding a lot of information about my student. I'm dealing with a deaf-blind student. I am an intervener for the deaf-blind, even though I don't have my certification yet. Funny fact, and I do talk too goddamn much about this. I told one of the other paras that I basically don't have my certification, and I'm not a para no more, I'm an intervener. And she said that you're not a specialist until you get a certification. And I try to explain, you do understand I am one of 4 interveners in the entire district of DPS, right? But the problem is, I shouldn't have told her anything, and I have a bit of I call them loose lips. I talk too much, and ever since I'm becoming more extroverted, I talk a lot more when I should not be talking at all. I really should keep that hush hush. No one told me not to say anything about it, but I do know that it could bite me back in the ass. How so? She can basically talk to Shaylin, which is our assistant principal, also head of SPED. They're like, well, why are you having this person who did not have a certification to be an intervener? He's not a specialist, blah, blah, blah. We're talking about a woman that's over 70 years old. She's a fucking boomer. So, like, we're talking about that. So I feel like at that situation, that was a big mistake on my part to say anything. It doesn't matter because they've seen my work already. I don't answer to really Shaylin. I answer to someone else. I answer to Julie. But like, it actually doesn't matter. But in my mind, I think I made a fucking horrible mistake. You can tell me in the comment section below if I made a mistake or not by telling this para, her name is Dorothy, by the way, anything about me being an intervener. She doesn't know much because of the fact that she's been out of work for a car accident. And she was out of work for like, God knows how long, 4 months? 3 to 4 months? So she doesn't really know. But I do feel like she could cause a lot of problems for me, and I'm already dealing with a lot, so I don't want to deal with any more bullshit, to be perfectly honest. Not that it matters, I'm leaving that school after this school year regardless. I'm going to be moving to a school closer to my house. And if that does not work and the universe hates me that much, which it's been... The universe has been fighting me quite a bit. My GoFundMe, of course, did not get any money, which I am not surprised. I knew that was going to happen. I don't have any faith in it, and I have advertised it, but no one is going to want to help someone like me. I'm once again by myself, on my own. It's just the way it is. That's the way the universe wants it, and it has made things very difficult. It has thrown a bunch of challenges my way. It has thrown a lot my way, and I'm fighting against it constantly. Or it could just be my stress level and my anxiety just kind of going overboard. Because I recently bought a bike, and I paid around $500 for it. Then I got $100 of bike insurance. Then I got all kind of different knickknacks for the bicycle, which basically cost up to $800 or almost $900. And I got a $200 deductible. Meaning if that bike gets stolen, I lose the deductible. So I'll lose $200 automatically. So now, will I buy another bike after this? If that happens, probably not. Because that's going to be my way. That's going to be my, my mind telling me, hey, the universe hates you. It wants you to fail. It's going to do just enough to hurt you, but not enough to not being able to torture you. Like, I don't see myself ever being homeless. I don't see that happening. I see the universe putting me in a position where I am still okay to be fucked with, but not to the point where I'm giving up on every fucking thing and it can't harm me anymore. Now, again, the comment section below, you let me know if my anxiety is controlling me right now, my depression is getting bad because I just had a car accident. You let me know that in the comment section below, if you actually care about any of this. But, like, yeah. Anyway, let's get started. So, from now on, like I said, we are going to be doing recordings if my internet's not on, and streaming when it is. Now, alright. Let me check on my recording and make sure we are good to go. Alright, we are good to go. I will also cut that part out, so don't worry. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so Sciels' training arc, we're continuing her training arc. She is now at 83, we have to do 84, 85, so we got 2 more levels to go. Let's do this. Excuse me. Oh, never mind. They were not respawned yet. And I think while we're doing our training arc, we can talk about something else. So, well, after this fight, I guess. Let's see. How do I want to do this? It's been a while since we did this. All set. Apply shell. We already got that. Sealed fate. All right, let's do our foretell. Here we go. Dark. Okay.
Try me. Try me.
Probably should have died instead of did that, but okay.
Not today.
Yeah, with these guys, we got really focused. Now, I'm not saying she's not powerful. She is pretty powerful too, but she's not as powerful as some of the other characters. All right, so we got one sun foretell. Can use dark damage. I can use sealed fate though, which gives me the moon. That's dark damage. That's medium dark damage. Yeah, I can't do that. Let's go ahead and do this again. Okay, we got 7. Oh, dark spear. Gradient charge. So, oh wow, that was nice. So what I'm talking about is she has no AoE attack that she can kill these guys with, because most of her attacks are darkness based. They're darkness based, and these guys absorb dark. Okay, let's do sealed fate and end this.
Your fate.
Oh god.
Is sealed.
76. Okay. Twilight, by the way. You also can't dodge, so we gotta be really careful here. Oh, she might kill one of them, though.
Good.
Yeah, we got Twilight, so... I wonder if I should attack first. We could probably attack and get rid of you. Get her HP back, maybe? Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice, he's done, almost. Well, that was a lucky shot. Last turn? Really? I thought I had 4 turns. Okay, okay, you got last turn. 100%, 2. Okay. Well, you're done anyways.
Here's your card. Take your shot.
Oh, ouch! Whoa! Okay.
Try me.
Oh, he's faster than I am. Woo! Alright, time to end this. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Okay, I don't remember what I was gonna talk about here. Oh, and also for those that are waiting for me to come back on VR chat, I do plan on doing that. but I'm working on a custom avatar, and unfortunately, with no internet, I can't test it or do anything else with it. So, yeah, the internet's been kind of screwing me over a little bit.
Here's your card. Take your shot.
Oh, Chroma! Woo! Try to get it perfect here.
Try me. Not today. Not today. Take your shot. Here's your card. Take your shot.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and annihilate you now.
Your fate is sealed.
Now they're gonna get stronger.
Try me.
Oh! Crap, it didn't freaking proc!
Take your shot.
Alright, well.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not surprised. It is Sciels we're talking about here.
Take your shot. I'm waiting.
Yeah, we probably should start parrying. Like, she's not gonna be able to dodge all this. And now I realize that, so that's my fault.
Time to strike.
Yep. I'm in this. Basically get 2 turns now.
Not today. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Time to strike.
Alright, yeah, let's do that. It's gonna hurt!
I die. So be it.
Oh.
Take your shot.
Alright, so we definitely need a parry heal for sure. I don't think she has it yet. I'm sorry, that's Lune. I mean Sciels. Alright, so she has... Damn it. Okay. She's 5. Yeah. Well, she has second chance. But I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Just have no color. Kind of hoping that she did. Alright, let's do it, Sciels.
In.
I wonder about something with that.
Take your shot. Tiny.
Yeah, it does damage.
I'm waiting. Try me. Take your shot.
I think getting her to Twilight would be really good.
Time to strike.
So we basically do Sealed Fate after that.
Your fate is sealed.
But you still got to do a Foretell. 227. If you did Twilight mode, this is going to hurt a lot for them. But they don't realize it. 396,000. That's powerful. Robota! 92,000. Twilight activated. All right. 2 times the Foretell? Sure. Up to 10, right? We can end one of you easily. Yeah, let's get you out of here. Okay. They come. There we go. Last turn. Focus Foretell. No damage. And we got more XP. You know what's funny? I think I complained about this before, how she was not going to earn her Granius Crystals because we had to use all of them to get her freaking Lumina. But she is gaining, she's repaying her debt. So honestly, I really have no complaints about that. Though she is leveling up really slow.
Well. Here's your card.
Okay, Foretell.
I'm waiting.
It's been a while since I played this game, so I'm getting back into the motions of it.
Take your shot.
Oh, here we go.
Take your shot. Try me. Not today.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about. So, let's pause for a second. So my friends, they really do care a lot about me. And I'm not saying that I'm completely alone, I'm not. But one of them wants me to basically try to rush and get a car. Basically, work my entire summer full-time, all that good stuff. Now, I could do that, but there's a problem. And one of them is, I would like to enjoy my summer, especially after all that's happened. So, my plan is to get a part-time job during the summer, but I'm not like stressing out about it. If I get a job during the summer, great. If I don't, who cares? Because during the summer, I gotta go to the dentist. I have to also do interviews, most likely, for the new APS job, if I get it, hopefully. And just other things I need to do during the summer that is good when I don't have to worry about school and work. Not to mention, I might also have to do some more schoolwork during there too. But like, let's be honest here. If my school offers me a summer job, right? Then, for one, I'm gonna have to turn it down. And this is the reason why I say that. If it's not an APS, then I'm not doing it. There's also the fact that I'm already getting to the point where it's so hard to do the commute. I'm going to be so damn exhausted during the summer. And there's other things too. I want to start going to munches. I want to start going to fetish parties again. I need to start going out again. Even though I don't have a vehicle, I need to start going out again. And that's very, very important if it's actually close enough by. Now, the first time I'm probably going to be like, okay, we'll go ahead, see if the buses run at nighttime. Hopefully they run at nighttime. If they don't, well, so be it. I'll have to get an Uber to get back home. But I want to enjoy my summer as much as possible. I want to go swimming in the reservoir, which is a man-made lake in Cherry Creek. Like, there's things I want to do. So I'm not... And there's also you guys and girls. Like, I want to be with y'all. I actually want to be able to stream more. And I feel... And on VR chat. And there's also another thing that's taking over VR chat right now called Resonance, I think, or whatever it's called. And I want to try that out. So there's a lot of things I want to do. And I feel like it's not like I'm not getting paid. Like, I'm getting paid during the summer because the school, the way it works is, so when you work for a school full time, they take 42% out of your check, every check, which means that's the taxes and also for your summer and holiday funds, which means I still get paid the same amount of money that I would get paid while working. So my rent's already taken care of, and I still can save around $400 a month. So that's not, and that's like that's kind of underestimating myself because I'm actually like really penny pinching right now as much as possible. Let me put this in perspective what I'm doing. So I made some chili, and I know a meal plan, right? And this chili has lasted, it is now the second week, and I've been buying hot dogs. Okay, so actually, I'll take it back. That chili might actually be 3 weeks now. And I still got 2 more, and I made chicken soup Saturday. So basically, I'm eating hot dogs for like 3 weeks because I'm trying to save as much money as possible. And now, granted, my friend is still trying to get me out, and I'm glad he is doing that. Every Saturday, we go to Cherry Creek on my bicycle, and we ride. And I'm also planning on eating because I'm burning a lot of calories. So, like, I'm going out to eat every Saturday. So, like, but then you gotta think about it this way. I'm not buying gas. Instead of getting gas in my car, which I don't have no more, I'm going on a bus. And it's like $88 per month on a bus. I've already paid my insurance for a year. It was $100. So the only thing that I'm saving now is $100 more per month for auto insurance. So that adds to my car fund. Now, granted, the accident was my fault. Therefore, my insurance is going to be freaking double. We're talking from $100 a month to $200 a month, which means waiting longer to get a car is better than not. So, for example, in reality, what I probably should have did before, and this is my fault and it's my stupidity, I should have got an electric bicycle instead of getting a normal bicycle. But I was so scared of it getting stolen to the point where, you know, I didn't do that. And that's my fault, by the way. Because, honestly, that's what I should have did. But hindsight is 20/20, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But that's... yeah. So, everyone, I want to let y'all know, y'all going to get more streams, most likely, during the summer. And the next game we're playing might not be Persona 3, but another game that I had played when I was younger. And I did try to start, and this is another reason, like, I tried to start doing a single-player version of it. And without you guys and girls, I just can't do it. I could probably force myself to do it, and don't get me wrong, eventually, I would be able to go back how I used to be. It's not like I can't at all. I can. However, it's just not the same. I don't know. This is a job for me, yes, it is, but it's also pleasure. This is something that I would love to do full time at some point. But I know that's never gonna happen. And now, of course, as I got my students, and I'm planning on working for an elementary school, yes, I have my eyes on working for an elementary school near my house because I feel, even though I have more experience in high school, I feel if I catch the students while they're young, I can do more help. And I feel that I would be better off because I still have a child side. And that would really connect with younger students. And I've done it when I was a substitute teacher and a substitute para. I've done elementary. Matter of fact, my first time as a substitute teacher, I was subbing for a kindergarten class for half a day. Boy, I was too nice my own good. I swear to God, I was way too nice. But like now I'm more experienced and I now have a more of a balance where yes, I'm nice, but I'm also like the adult side will come out when I need it to come out. So I feel like at that point, you know, it'd be better. Maybe I just talk too much. I mean, that's where it is. Now, I know one of my students who does watch this channel is going to be very upset when they find out that I'm not going to be back to East High School next school year. And I did say I was. It wasn't a lie. You see, when I said that, I had my car. Now I don't. Let me put in perspective what I go through on the daily. It takes 2 hours to get to work and 2 hours to get back versus the 45 to an hour when I had my car. That is not sustainable. I'm literally working 4 extra hours, okay, per day. So instead of working 8 hours, I'm working 8 to 9, 9 to 10 to 11, 12. I'm working 12 hours. It's not sustainable. And honestly, I know my teacher that I work in his class, he wants to keep me. He does not want to lose me. He said it many, many times. When my student's not there, he loves the fact that I jump to another student right away and I help as much as I possibly can. He loves that I know how to float between students. He loves that because I am a professional now. I literally know what the hell I'm doing. While a lot of other paras there, they don't know what they're doing. Okay? Or they don't want to do it. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but a select few, which I think one of them in particular actually got fired, I think. They say that he didn't, but I had my suspicions because of how he acted. Even toward me, for example, I think he got fired. And honestly, I don't know for what, but it could be for anything. I mean, you have somebody who is a new para he came from construction work. So you can imagine how that's a disconnect right there. He works for a restaurant now, and he had two. So he had a restaurant job and the main job, and it's like he's like, "Well, this is easy, blah blah blah." And he always rushes the students, and I always have to tell him, "Hey, listen, we can't do that." We bumped heads, not constantly, but a few times. And you know, it got to the point where when I became an intervener, he stopped doing that because of that. But it's funny. 1 week after I became an intervener, the dude gets freaking fired. And again, they're saying he basically left for family reasons, but that's corporate jargon for, especially in the school system, that's corporate jargon for, we fired him, but we don't want to bring morale down. We don't want anyone to know about it because it's no one's business. But I have my suspicions, you know, I really do have my suspicions. I did not do that, by the way. Why did? Oh, my controller went off. Okay, that's what happened. Sorry about that. But basically, yeah. So my teacher also wants me to get an electric bike, so I can basically drive 11 miles on the bike. Now, granted, I don't know. You tell me if this is actually a good idea or not. But do you honestly think let's say I can't find anything in APS. Let's just say the universe really wants to fuck me. Really badly. Now, granted, there's literally 2 positions open right for, like, I did applications for at Tollgate Elementary that needs a para, okay? There's 2 others, I have 4 applications out right now. And it's not even May yet. So, you tell me if the universe is gonna fuck me or not, but like, if that doesn't happen, what should I do? Because at that point, I don't think I have a choice. I might actually have to stay at East High School, or we might have to go for DPS again, be like, okay, be a para again at a school maybe closer. Like, it's still in DPS, but maybe closer, or maybe just, I don't know, maybe stay in APS, but like broaden my search. Because, so my search right now, let me try to explain. My search right now is elementary schools and high schools, not middle schools. I'm avoiding middle school. There's a reason for this. A lot of people have told me middle school is the god awful. It is the worst. Now, is it really though? I have done Sub-2 Para in Louisiana and it's not that bad. But I'm in Colorado and it might be worse. We don't know. So I'm trying to stay away from it. Now, there's also the option of being a sub. I could do that. I could be a Sub-2 teacher, a Sub-2 Para. The problem with that is, well, if I had my car, I could probably do that. The problem with that is, without a car and relying on the bus is not going to be good. It's going to be bad. So that being said, there's not much I can do without a car. Hence why I tried the GoFundMe to help me get a vehicle faster, but once again, I don't want to torture myself. Now, let's say something does happen. Let's say in 1 year, I do get a car. Well, let's say I really I don't have a choice, and I have to get a car as soon as possible. Well, at that point, I'm stuck paying a car note for another 6 years. Or 4 years, knowing me. And I don't want to do that, hence why I made the GoFundMe. But, like, I'm going on a tangent here, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not in the habit of asking people for help. Because of the way my life was, and my bad childhood, really, I mean, when I say bad childhood, I mean really bad childhood, really bad young adulthood, I have learned you cannot rely on anybody other than yourself. Now, of course, that has been turned on its head because I have two really good friends I live with who are more like family to me than my own family, okay, that has basically opened, or at least cracked the door open for me to be successful. And without them, I would not be where I am today. So I can't say that, you know, oh, it's just me and I gotta do a solo. It is really about collaboration and connections. It's very, very important. I've learned that later in my life now. However, part of me is still that solo bird, okay? Part of me is still, don't ask for any help, do it yourself. That's still part of who I am. And this is the reason why, even though I made the GoFundMe, I have my doubts. And I wish I wasn't proven right. I kind of wish that I would get a little bit extra help. Even 1,000 or 2,000 would be a giant help toward my goal. Okay? Which my goal is really 12K for a really good Honda or a Toyota that is used, of course, but still a really good vehicle. Now, even 8,000 would probably be okay. If I had to put $8,000 down and then just pay a car note after that for the other 3,000, not 3,000, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4,000, I would still do it. Yes, it would still suck, but I would still do it. Because knowing how I am, yes, it'd probably cost around double, but I would pay it off in 2 years. So you see where I'm getting at? I would still be able to pay it off. So I was kind of hoping the GoFundMe would work, but as of right now, it's not. And I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description. Don't worry about that. I will do that. But, like, I have my doubts. And there's a reason because of how the universe is. And this is the reason why I think the universe is against me, because of everything that happened. And y'all I've already talked about this before. And I've also showed a video on YouTube. If you want to watch that video, it explains everything that happened and everything else that's going on. Besides the fact that I'm probably going to get hit by $2,000 in hospital fees because of the ambulance. Hopefully I can fight that. And also most likely another $300 to $400 just between the court fees and the ticket. So like, and that's in May 5th. So I know in June I'll be in a better position where I'm like, okay, this is what I have left in my savings. This is what I got. This is what I can get. Blah blah blah. Okay. My plan is really to get a part-time job at Domino's if I can find something that's close by. But there's one thing, even though my friend is telling me, hey, do it, do it, do it, I refuse to work at a fast food restaurant. What I'm talking about is no Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, or Jack in the Box, any of those places. The reason why, they treat their employees like shit. And I do not want to deal with that on my summer vacation. Not to mention, I'm a freaking specialist. I shouldn't have to deal with that. So, besides the point, there's like cashier jobs I can do. I know and I love being a cashier. I used to be a cashier a while back, so I could probably work for a gas station or something like that. Finding one close by the house, that is. So, it's not all doom and gloom. And I'm pretty sure they're going to need part-time workers during the summer. But again, if I can't find anything, so be it. It's not a big deal. I'll have more time with you guys and girls. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm going on a tangent. Let me check and make sure the recording is still working, and then we're going to continue. Alright, so let's see. Let's go ahead. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do another focus for telling you. Dark Spear activated.
Take your shot.
Here we go.
I'm waiting.
Anyway, I appreciate y'all, listening to me, I guess, rant about my circumstances, which I'm not saying it's the worst circumstances, and I'm not saying that other people don't have it harder right now, because that's definitely not the case. But like, I've seen a lot of homelessness and whatnot. But for what I have, I work very, very hard for. I will say that much. I'm not the type of person that, just, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill you now. Actually, you know what? No, take this. I'm not the type of person to just, not realize that.
Here's your card. Not today.
No. Ah, crap! Mistimed it.
Okay. Here's your card.
Alright, Sealed Fate.
Your fate is sealed. Take your shot.
Hey, 84, not bad. Do one more level. But no, I do want to talk about the people that I do live with. So the people I live with right now think of me as a cousin and a family, and same thing. I think of them as my family as well. My mother, I have no connection with whatsoever. My brother, when I think about my brother, I think of my father. They are very much similar in which they get multiple chances over and over again, and me doing the right thing all the time, or most of the time, I try to anyways. I get basically served with just the universe trying to hurt me as much as it's possible. And that kind of ticks me off a little bit. It's kind of like the whole life is never fair for you, but other people, they just get free, free lunch pretty much. And I should probably explain this too. My brother has bipolar and with manic episodes. He's bipolar type 1. He gets a SSDI check. My brother makes $2,100 a month without even working. Whereas that kind of money, I have to work my butt off to get that kind of money. So when he got out of prison, he had money already waiting for him. You see where I'm getting at here? So it's like... So he had basically back pay. And guess what he did with that back pay? He bought himself a car with it. Now, granted, he lost his Camaro from being in prison, but I co-signed, and guess whose credit got fucked because of it? Mine.
I'm waiting.
But then he just bounces back and gets himself into a car. This isn't the first time it's happened either. Oh no, this is the first time it happened. So my brother had a black Yukon he got from Hawaii from $2,000 for $2,000, $2,500. He fixed it and everything, and it was a nice vehicle. It was a freaking Yukon Eddie Bauer edition. You know what he did with that vehicle? He fucking totaled it. You think, okay, so you think my wreck was bad? Oh my god. Oh, no. My brother's wreck was way worse. So he was going all the way, basically, Colorado. He got in an accident in Texas. He not only totaled his vehicle, the vehicle rolled off the road and rolled. See, mine didn't, if you look at the video, mine didn't roll off the road. No, my entire front end got destroyed. And it just would have cost way too much money to fix it. And that's the reason why I had to scrap it. Also, the car is only worth like $7,000. I thought it was worth more, but as the years go on, your car depreciates. So it's one of the reasons why cars are not exactly a very good investment. You don't buy a car for it to gain more money. You buy a car to get to point A to point B. So what happened after that? Well, my brother, because he had a bunch of money from the government, he decided, you know what? I'm going to go buy me a Camaro. And that's what he does. He gets a Camaro. And then he proceeds to lose the car because he's been in prison and didn't pay his car note, which made my credit worse, by the way, because who cares about how bad his credit is? The dude has a ton of fucking money because he gets money from the government. And you know what he does? He buys a used car for $11,000. Put that in perspective. $11,000. No car note. Just straight off the fucking rack. Used car, $11,000. Where I have to basically suffer to try to get me a vehicle again. He has wrecked not one vehicle. He has wrecked 3 vehicles. So the Trans Am, the 1999 Firebird Trans Am, that one, his friend wrecked. He let his friend drive like a fucking idiot and he wrecked the vehicle. He fixed it. He sold that car for $1,500. I told my brother, you are a goddamn fool. I understand that Pontiac doesn't have any parts anymore, but that car was worth more than $1,500. It was. Yeah, the transmission wasn't good, but, like, the car was still drivable. Then he had a truck that he tried to pawn on me. I had a Yukon that he gave to my father and then bamboozled me to get his car was already broken. I had to put a bunch of money to fix, or get the truck that he also charged a lot of money just for me to fix the damn thing. So I got scammed a few times from my brother, I'll be honest with you. And then, so then he sells the truck, the car gets sold, the truck gets sold, and he makes all that money back for the truck. So he gets like what? I think like $5,000-$6,000 for the truck or something like that. And then he uses that money plus the money he already gets from the government. I did not press the button. I don't know why I did that. To basically get a Camaro, which he then loses. And don't forget, he's wrecked the Eddie Bauer edition Yukon. And when we say wreck it, he totaled it. It wasn't like my wreck. My wreck was totaled, but it wasn't because, again, the whole car wasn't bad. The front door could have been fixed. The front end, the radiator was messed up, but it couldn't be replaced. The problem with that, like I said, it would take too much money. it would take probably to fix that car a good $15,000 just to fix the front end. The back was still okay. It didn't roll over. Everything was okay in that vehicle. But the Yukon, my brother's Yukon, totaled. I mean, completely totaled. Now, this again, the same thing happened because we both lost our vehicles. But then also the fact is, he bounces back and gets a Camaro. And the Camaro we're talking about is $50,000 electric blue. Whereas I didn't bounce back like that. I literally got a car that was worth $19K, ended up paying 33 or 34, yeah, $34K for it because of the damn freaking interest. And then proceeds to lose it not even fucking 6 months after I paid the motherfucker off. And there's no bouncing back from this, as much as my brother did. But like, let's put it in more perspective. My father doesn't have a mental disease. He is a crackhead. He has gotten chance after chance after chance. We're talking 15 or more chances. He's been in and out of prison. He strives on basically not being a good person. Like, he will try to be a good person, but then he'll fuck his whole family, his own son over, multiple times. For example, my LTD Crown Victoria was my first car I ever got. His boss gave it to me, but because I was 17 years old, I could not put it in my name. I had a license at 17 years old. I had a driver's license, but I couldn't put it in my name, so I trusted my father because that's all I could do. And you know what he does? He steals my car from me. Then, while I'm on a bicycle for God knows how long, which, again, I didn't get a vehicle until I was with my grandmother, that was mine, proceeds to offer to take me to work, and he lived in that vehicle, and then blew the car up. Only to get another bailout by my brother giving him my Yukon, which you know what he does with it? He destroys it! He fucking destroys it! So it's like, you see where my thought process is, right? Like, I see, like, if you're in my shoes and you see all of your own family getting bailouts and bailouts and bailouts and bailouts, whereas me, I have to work my fucking ass off for just a little bit of what I own. And then when I lose that shit, I have to fucking work extra hard to get it back. So, like, you can kind of see where my thought process is, right? You kind of see, like, you know, hey, what the fuck? Why is this so unfair? And it is. Like, my dad right now is running from the law. He is wanted by the fucking, probably the fucking, I don't know, but police, he's definitely wanted. And he has not gotten caught yet. And it's like, not only that, it gets worse. My father almost died 3 times. And every one of those times, even though I cannot stand my goddamn father, when I was younger, I saved his life. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And for some reason, God has still said we still have some use for this worthless piece of shit. And I don't understand it. And let me put how bad this guy is. He's a woman beater. He abused my mom 15 different times, and then mom went back to him. He preyed on my grandmother, his own mother, who was bedridden. I had to put a stop to that. He preyed on his son, who was basically a very young adult, and kept this person at a very low weight, and also weaker than he was, so he could basically abuse this person. That's me, by the way. Okay. He preyed on someone who has a mental illness, my mother, who has bipolar type 2 and depression, and controlled her, okay? Until my brother, who at the time wasn't having any signs of kind of bipolar and mania, basically almost beat the crap out of my father and got him out of a bad situation, my mom out of a bad situation, and then proceeded to bring my mom and him to my grandmother's house where I was taking care of my grandmother. Whereas I spent 5 years or more trying to get my mom out of that situation, but I was not strong enough to go against my father. So at the end point, to the point where I couldn't take it no more, my father put me with my grandmother, his mother, so he can control me, which therefore would have controlled my grandmother. This is what type of person we're talking about here. This is what I say is he's an evil piece of shit. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. That's not including everything in my childhood I had to deal with, where his fucking drug dealers would fucking basically try to kill us all. Me having a shotgun in my fucking hand when I was 11 years old. Okay? Him hiding under the bed, because at that time, if you know, you know, okay, drug dealers are not going to kill the person that is basically owes them money. They're going to kill their family, because their family basically is going to teach them a lesson. Okay? That's how it works in the drug field, okay? How do I know this? Not because I do drugs. I can't fucking stand this shit. Okay? But my father did. So I got a first seat. And then my dad is a coward. But that's already noticed, right? My dad's a complete fucking coward. But it just so happens that my little brother, who is 2.5 years younger than me, when he became bipolar and manic, and I don't understand how that happened and how it wasn't caught in time, okay? I'm the one that told him to quit his job and get Social Security and stability. Because I realized he was basically going nowhere, and he was going to wind up getting fired anyways. And I realized I was taking care of my grandmother. Only for my brother to fuck me years later with the fucking co-signing. Which, by the way, I did not have to do, but I was too fucking nice and did anyways. Now, granted, my credit has recovered a little bit. I have like a late 600, 700. So it's okay now. But I only have that is because of the fact that the friends I live with right now, my immediate family, the one I chose myself, has helped me so much and gave me an environment where I can strive in. And that was the whole situation. I know I'm going on a tangent here, but I need a vent. Okay, I need a fucking vent. And honestly, you know, I want y'all to know my mindset of why I feel the way I feel, right? So, my brother beats on his girlfriends. And then they come to me. Oh, I'm not even joking. This is like so fucked up. This is basically like the apple does not fall far from the tree, yet I'm the firstborn. Like, explain to me how all this fucking crap skipped me for some reason. Think about it. My mom is bipolar depression. Shouldn't I also have bipolar and depression as well? Like, should I be just like my brother with the manic episodes and whatnot? Like, because of my life, and I've already been told by an online therapist as well, that basically, hey, you should basically, like, there's like a small percentage of people that have dealt with what you have dealt with that came out okay. Now, I have depression, anxiety, PTSD, all of it. I have all of it. But I do control it to some degree. I don't let it ruin my life. However, what my online therapist told me all a long time ago, taking care of my grandmother, they said that the exact words was, 75% of people that have dealt with what I've dealt with in my life have went to drugs or in prison. I am one of the 25%, and it's a very rare sign. Now, one of the reasons, and one of the things I want to talk about here is also, I promised my father, and this was kind of a threat when I was younger, I was a kid. Imagine this. You are a kid, and you see this cycle, just continuing over and over again. You are 16 years old. Now, again, you just have a sweet 16, or your father getting you a vehicle at 16 years old, or something good happening. But no, at my sweet 16, I get to tell my father that one of these days the cycle is going to end, and I'm going to break the cycle. And I promise that I will never be like you ever, ever. Like, I will 100% do everything opposite of what you've done. I am now 37 years old. Put that in perspective. I am at the age of right now where I seen my father abuse me, my mom, my brother, and everyone else that he could possibly use to get what he wants. I'm at that age right now. Now, looking back, I will say one thing. There's many times where I have told myself, how in the hell did someone from such a really bad background get to be a specialist who deals with kids that need the most help? And it's like, I tell myself, over and over again, hey, you are now that adult that you needed when you were a kid, and now these kids now have that adult. But the thing is, you needed that adult. You needed your future self more than these kids needed you. And that's how I feel now, honestly. Now, you can't turn back the clock, because if I could, I would never let my brother get in my head, and my grandmother might have still been alive today. Because I stopped taking care of my grandmother, and let my brother take care of my grandmother, and that was a big mistake. It was a mistake that I had to live with the rest of my life, and I regret it every day. However, she was suffering. And I will say this much, it does hurt. It still hurts now. It's been over a year now. It's going on 2, I think. But that pain never vanishes. It's still there. Now, recently, what I've done is I have now changed my phone number so they can't get in contact with me no more. My mom can't get in contact with me no more. I have completely went off the grid at this point when it comes to Louisiana. There is one thing I do want to talk about. So, another thing. I'm going on a tangent, but I can't help myself. I need somebody to talk to. And honestly, I want y'all to know what's going on. Because this is something that I just need to get off my chest, So, there's that. And you would think after all this time, my brother going to prison 3 times, him going manic 5 or 6 times, and me being the safety net, you would think he would stop and learn. But no. He lives with my mom and the caregiver my mom is with. He's back with the same girlfriend he abused. Still abusing that same girl. Still abusing that same girlfriend. And then, because my mom thinks of my brother like my father, because, you guessed it, they act almost identical, okay? She refuses to let the caregiver take my brother out of the house. So you can imagine now, I have now said enough's enough, and I have already submitted my form to Social Security and said, hey, listen, I don't want to pay you no more. I have no connection to my mom at all. And I know it sounds bad, but hear me out. I took care of my mom and my grandmother at the same exact time. My grandmother, 11 years. My mom, 8 years. Even while taking care of my mom, my mother viewed me as the lesser son. Even though I've done everything I can for her, she lied to me. She also, when she was younger, let my father basically ruin my life. Yes, she gets a pass a little bit because she has a mental condition. However, she was still basically sane enough to, lie constantly. Now, I also want to put in perspective on my mom is a Jehovah's Witness. Now, if you know about those, you know how very God-fearing those people are. Okay? Very. They have their problems. I'm not like every religion, but they're God-fearing. They go by the book, by the Bible. My mother, she will basically twist it and then will lie to your face. And I will call her a hypocrite many times, and she hates that. It's very, very sad. But I took care of her for 8 years despite all of that. And karma is a bitch. She lost her rectum because she lied to me for 5 weeks, and it could have been saved, but she lost it, and now she's pooping in a fucking bag. And I've gotten to the point where she got to the point where she doesn't want to do anything anymore. And it's like, well, if you cannot meet me 25% of the way, then I can't help you. Even the students that I deal with right now meet me 25% of the way. They do. At least. And these students have severe mental problems. Severe mental problems. I would actually be to say my mother probably is more coherent than a lot of these students. However, and let me put it in perspective, the students that I deal with can't write their names. My mom can write her name, sign a check, and she only was in the 4th grade. She can read and all of those things. So yes, my mother is more coherent than the students that I deal with. And they can meet me 25 to 30% of the way. I know it sounds heartless that I've now like cut communication with that part of my family, but it's like I have to. Because it's now at the point where it's like, it's now bringing me down, and I'm dealing with so much right now to the point where it's like, and again, this, I know my friends have told me this multiple times, like, it's just the car. It is just the car. And they're actually correct. But then there's also things that link to the car. You see, that car was my freedom. Now, not having that car really does impact me in a lot of ways. And you don't realize what you got until it's gone. And yes, I got complacent with the exercise and whatnot, which I now realize, like, yeah, damn. I'm nowhere near as leg strong as I used to be. So, I can only ride that bike for about 3 to 4 miles, and if it's uphill, I am not going to be able to pedal. My friend wants me to be on 16th gear the entire time. He knows a lot about physics. He's very, very intelligent, and I listen to a lot what he says. So, like, I take what he says to heart. I will say that much. Yeah. It's amazing how far I came in such a short amount of time. And another online therapist I talked to recently told me that you do realize you're going into the education field with a lot of experience and you don't even realize it. 11 years of taking care of your grandmother means that you are a caregiver for someone who is bedridden, who could not advocate for herself, and you had to read her. And I did. I dealt with medication. I dealt with basically the entire house. I'm the one that kept that house from falling apart. I was the glue that kept everything together. And it does transition. I mean, my therapist is right. It does transition to my educational field. Because now, being an intervener with a student that can't see and can only hear out of one ear, I'm constantly doing science experiments, data, everything. And what's really funny is no one told me to do that. It's weird. But my background as a caregiver, my background as a computer repair guy, and yes, I do have my CompTIA A+ certification, even though I don't use it for nothing, for entry-level software and hardware, it's still, like, kind of shaped me of who I am now. It's really something else. Anyway, it's 8:34. I really need to get back to grinding. I am apologizing if y'all came here for a grinding episode or whatnot, and y'all are hearing me just talk and talk. I mean, granted, I will like put like Sciels training arc part 2, and then I'll put and Michael or Jrpgmike venting, I guess. And if y'all want to hear, y'all can watch this video. If not, I can totally understand. No one wants to hear someone talk about their problems when the entire country, except the 1%, is having a lot of problems right now because of our fucking dumbass president and our dumbass government. So, like, I totally understand that some people are having more issues than others. Some people have a lot of money and have a really good job, and they don't have to worry about money too much. And then there's other people that don't make much, and whatever money they can save, they do as much as they can to save it. And there's even people worse off than I am, and I will not say that I am very bad off. I have seen worse. And so, yeah. Discussion over with about that situation. Alright, let's get started. I'm sorry about this. Again, I didn't mean to go on a tangent. I really did not, but yeah. Fuck that one up. Ow, I can never parry that, right? Ah!
Let's play.
I can never parry that right.
Take your shot. Take your shot. Not today. Let's play.
Damn, only 53, that's it? Come on, kill it.
Your fate is sealed.
Alright, I'll be right back. I need to grab some more tea. We're back. Okay, here we go. Okay, she got kind of messed up on that one. Alright, so how close are we to 85? I mean, I really want to get to 85 today. I know I went on a tangent, and I talked and talked and talked. I mean, I feel a lot better after I vented, honestly. Oh man, she's gonna have... Oh god, this is gonna take a while. This might not be so easy. Well, let's keep on going, I guess. Well, well. Oh, crap. Oh, bad start. Bad start.
Not today. I'm waiting. Take your shot. Time to strike. Take your shot.
Oh, here he goes. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. All right, here we go. Sealed fate.
Your fate is sealed. I'm waiting.
Go. Oh! Oh, parry. Nice. Oh my god. It is so hard to parry that. Alright, it's okay though.
Here's your card. Well, well.
Takes about 2 minutes each to do this. Okay. We might be able to get to 85. It just takes time, and if I focus completely on it, we should be okay.
Ready. Here's your card.
Oh man, come on, my timing is that bad?
Take your shot. Waiting. Try me. Try me. Good.
You know what? Hold on. Alright, so we have focus for a towel. Is there a reason why I can't X? Can I not? That's weird. The controller's not working right. Oh! I forgot how it works. That's why. Alright, and now...
Here's your card.
There we go. It's been a while since I played this game, so I forgot the controls, which is not good.
Take your shot.
Hey, you know what's funny? We gotta play Soap Song again. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but we do need to do it.
Take your shot.
Damn, she is annihilating them right now. Oh man. Well, pretty sure you're done. Yeah, I kind of wish. But I am starting to realize a few things how we can do this. Okay. So like we go to 5 and then we do more stuff here. What happens? The parry, I think, gives you like, I think AP. So like, as long as you just parry, you'll be okay. So like we got 7. So we just go boom, and boom again. Okay. And then,
Here's your card.
oh crap! I didn't mean to do that.
Today. Try me.
That's first one. Always the hardest one to parry.
Take your shot. Today.
Right? So I think now, watch, we're gonna go ahead and do this. No, I don't want to do that. This. So everything but 2. So 1, and then we can do this.
Here's your card.
All right, Dark Spear activated.
Try me.
Okay. I think we're good to go, huh? Let's do it to 5. Then focus for a tail. He's gonna get stronger, but he's gonna die though. It's over. Sealed fate. Perfect. Okay. right, here we go. Middle one first. All the way down to 2, I think, right? Yeah, we're good. We got this, okay? Focus Fortel, activate.
Here's your card.
Parry.
I'm waiting. Not today. Try me. Take your shot. Not today. I'm waiting. Take your shot. Not today.
Yeah, once we parry all of them, we're good. So now we just annihilate you with a combo here. Combo! And one more. And then we do, yeah, let's do you next. Focus Fortel.
I'm waiting.
And now this should kill you in one hit. Oh yeah. All
Try
right.
me.
Nice.
Let's play.
Yeah, let's play. Alright, so now we don't have any more, that's okay. Not a big deal. It's okay.
Try me.
Oh! And here I thought you were going to do something else. Well, that was incredibly stupid of you, but okay, you're done. Alright, this worked pretty well. Let's do up to 5, okay? Number 1, 5. No, we can do 2.
Here's your card.
It's still working.
Today.
Parry. 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 Parry.
Take your shot. Try me.
Oh!
Not
Too early,
today.
Michael.
Take your shot.
Oh, fuck! Damn! Oh, that sucks. I wasn't paying attention and... Oh, man. So that sucks. God damn it. There was my perfect. Okay, that's okay. Alright. Let's get rid of this guy. This time 5, not any less than that, okay?
Here's your card.
But yeah, that fucked me a little bit. Ah, man, I didn't mean to yell like that either. Parry. Oh, nice shot, nice shot, nice shot. So yeah, I feel like getting that extra 20% really does help a lot with experience. This would be nice if I could kill in one hit. Please kill in one hit. Come on, roulette. Activate. Ah!
Full deck.
I really don't like what just happened. That is really, really unfortunate. Oh, here we go.
Useful.
Okay, well, let's try this again, okay? Sealed Fate, activate.
Fate is sealed.
Oh, he didn't die yet, though, but we're Twilight.
Domain.
Oh, yeah, it's over. Took about 2 minutes, 31 seconds. I mean, we probably would have leveled up if I did not get hit. The problem is I got hit. And that one shot, I wasn't paying attention. I mean, the first shot was too early. And normally the first shots are the hardest ones to block. But then the second shots, it's hard too. Like, I mean, it's all hard. I'm not saying it's as easy. I mean, these guys fire these shots very quickly. Okay, let's do this.
Here's your card.
Here we go.
Take your shot. Try me. Try me. Not today. Try me. Try me. Not today.
Ah, see what I'm talking about?
Let's play.
It is getting kind of late at nighttime. I guess it makes sense why my what they call it. I can't think of the word. Fuck. Reflexes
Try me.
are definitely not par. My reflexes are not that good. See what I'm talking? You know what's funny? It's always that one on that side that's really fucking with me. Okay, well, you've already kind of did that, so now focus Martell on you.
Here's your card.
Next.
I'm waiting.
Well. Okay, not bad.
Today.
Okay. Let's do it. Actually, no, we're gonna get rid of you.
Your fate is sealed.
Alright, now what are you gonna do?
Take your shot.
Yeah, well, my reflexes are,
So be it.
they're bad. They're not good.
Here's your card.
Please kill it. Oh my god.
Not your number yet.
Well, we that's how, okay, yeah, my reflexes are really bad right now.
Here's your card.
The fact that she died and then had to use my second chance is insane. Yeah, it's probably time to end the stream. Or end the video, I'm sorry, I'm not streaming, right? No internet. Keep forgetting I have no internet. Alright, well. Let's go upgrade her attributes. Alright, girl. Looks like might 57, so you're stronger by another 100. And your skills are, well, you have 9. I'm still, like, I don't want to use this, our sacrifice, because, like, it basically absorbs all the allies' health and enemies' foretell to deal increased damage. Like, it literally kills us, which I don't want to do. Deals low dark to all enemies and 2 foretell per hit. So this is a bad omen. She also has focus foretell and then rush, but we already have like all set. You don't need that. Hard Weaver deals low single target physical damage. And then this, oh, Card Weaver's good. So this will give me a second turn. So basically, you give one of them like, okay, hold on, I know what to do then. Wait, can I not unlock? Okay. Yeah, we definitely want Card Weaver for sure. That would have probably been really helpful. So, as of right now, we have Focus Foretell, which you do need. Final Path. This deals single target damage. This deals single target damage. This basically heals all allies by 30%. And Twilight Dance, which deals extreme single target damage, 4 hits. During Twilight, you will stun Twilight during 1 turn, but also will consume all foretell to deal. So she's okay. So Grim Harvest is good, but I feel that, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but honestly, for her specifically, Card Weaver is better. Because it literally gives, so she can have like 10 foretell on one enemy, and then basically give all of them foretell, which is really good because it increases damage. And then once Twilight Dance hits, it consumes freaking the 10 foretell to do incredible amount of damage. So I feel like she is, I mean, she's definitely viable now. I will say that much. Anyways, our next person is going to be Lune. But she is not, she's already level 86, and she's already going to be doing something else. She's going to be getting, I think, more, unless I'm being dumb here, Lune has what? So Lune has 276 Lumina. Am I being dumb here or something? But, hold on. Okay, so she is supposed to have at least 300 Lumina. That's what it is. She's supposed to have as much as Verso. So, we're going to most likely be doing, and then Monaco, boy, Monaco needs a lot more than just that too. He needs 300 as well. So, Monaco's training arc and Lune's training arc is in the left. Sciels fine because he's a backup character. Verso was a backup character, but honestly, he needed to beat Monaco, so we had to give him as much as possible. And then Mael, oh wait, Mael's another one. Wait a second. So she should have 500. So Mael also need a training arc. Oh my god. So I was wrong. So we need a training arc for Lune, Mael, and Monaco. Okay. Well, that's going to be next time. So anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I know I did vent probably most of this video, and for those that have or will watch this in the future, I appreciate it. Thank you for that. I also do appreciate the fact that y'all care enough to watch it, which I appreciate. But without further ado, if you like what I do on the YouTube channel, considering leaving me a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell for any future videos that I may or may not post, which I most likely will post, and leave a comment in the comment section below because YouTube loves the algorithm. It's very good for the YouTube algorithm for them to comment on the videos. And if you have a reply, negative or positive, to any of the stuff I've said so far on this video, please feel free to post in the comment section below. I will also put the GoFundMe link, even though I have no faith whatsoever that I'm going to be helped by anybody. I'm still going to put the GoFundMe link in all my videos. And if you want to help a intervener for the deafblind to finally get some wheels eventually, you're welcome to do so. I appreciate any help I can get. Even if it's $1, $10, whatever. Any little bit will help. Even, you know, to get me back and forth to work, because I gotta pay a bus to do that. And that takes a long period of time, too. Like I said, 2 hours both ways is no joke. I literally wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I get to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I leave work at 4 o'clock, and I get home at 6 o'clock. It's bad. It's not good. Anyways, if y'all want to help me, the link will be in the description below. But like always, thank you so much for watching. You have an awesome rest of your night. See you later. Ciao!